Hey, what's up, Liberty lovers? It's Liberty Lou from the Majorly Libertarians. I'm doing a solo tonight. The media would have you thinking it's a slow week right now, so the biggest news in today's mainstream media is obviously Aaron Hernandez, former tight end of the New England Patriots. He was a murderer. He's been in prison for now. Dude's pretty much a scumbag, regardless what you think about him. But today's media wants you to focus more upon Aaron Hernandez and Tom Brady skipping the White House visit for the New England Patriots to the White House today. So every time a United States sports team wins their championship, they have like the celebratorial visit to the White House. They get to meet with the president and they get to have their photo ops. Well, the biggest news today out of the mainstream media is that Aaron Hernandez killed himself today in prison, which is a sad thing if anybody kills himself, really. Obviously, the dude's a scumbag. It's a terrible story, and I don't want to go too far into that. But the biggest news out of the mainstream media today, including CNN, MSNBC, Fox, your favorites, right? Your favorites. Tom Brady didn't go to the White House meeting today because, he's got family issues going on. And the mainstream media wanted to make a big deal out of that. Oh, my God, who freaking cares? Anywho, your sheep, you will eat that up. You will love that. I don't really want to go into that. My condolences to the Hernandez family because, obviously, no one wins in this matter. Dude was involved in some terrible gang activity, and I do not condone that. And dude's a sleazebag as far as I'm concerned. Rest in peace, brother. Mainstream media wants to talk about the Patriots and Trump. God, let's talk about some real news. That's what I want to talk about tonight. Main topics for me tonight. CBS News today releases that there is now a manhunt for the leaker from the CIA and the NSA to WikiLeaks. So if anybody following, listening, watching me right now remembers, during the election, WikiLeaks played a very big role in this election, releasing the information on the Democratic Party and their illegal doings, and Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama's illegal doings. Continuing on today. So what we find out today is that this is hold on just a second, sorry. This is CBS News today. CIA, FBI launched manhunt for leaker who gave top secret documents to WikiLeaks. So those of you that know me, those of you that follow me know that I'm a very big, passionate, I'm very against the NSA and the spying powers that George Bush enacted here in the United States of America. It goes against your Fourth Amendment. If you don't know what your Fourth Amendment is, look it up. You'll get your liberals and your rhinos and your, hypocrites, whatever you want to call them. They'll say, oh, if you have nothing to hide, then there's nothing to worry about, right? Then you have the people like me that have been saying that your computer has been spying on you for the past 20 years. Your phone knows it. They know everything about you, and it's coming out. It's already out. We know this, right? CBS News today. I'll repeat. CIA, FBI launched manhunt for leaker who gave top secret documents to WikiLeaks. Sources familiar with the investigation say it is looking for an insider, either a CIA employee or contractor, who had physical access to the material. The agency has not said publicly when the material was taken or how it was stolen. See, so what we're seeing here is the mainstream media playing into the whole, basically the same thing with the Russian conspiracy theory. You're too stupid to think for yourselves, so the United States federal government has to do it for you. So what I'm saying here is, with this story, what's going on now is the FBI is going to investigate who leaked the information to WikiLeaks. It doesn't matter what the actual information was or what our federal government was actually doing. No, that doesn't matter. No, what matters is who was releasing the information. No, that is not how a free society works. We're supposed to support whistleblowers, especially my fellow libertarians out there. This is a big deal for me. This is a very passionate thing to me. Whistleblowers should be protected. Doesn't matter if you're lefty, doesn't matter if you're a righty or whatever you want to call yourself, like I like to refer to the super gender Martian queer, right? It doesn't matter. You have a voice and you are allowed to use it. What Edward Snowden did, what other whistleblowers have done, Julian Assange of WikiLeaks have done, is a great service to the United States and to the American people and to people across the world. For real. This is a big, serious deal. So what we're seeing right now is now the FBI wants to come out and investigate who released the information. So it doesn't matter what the information is, it matters who released the information. Let's go get them. They're a traitor, they're a terrorist, and we gotta lock them up. So yeah, now this is happening now. There is now an investigation by the FBI into who released the information. We got very damning damning information out of these WikiLeaks releases. And it's your job as the American citizen to look these things up and read them for yourselves. Not to sit there and watch MSNBC and CNN and Fox News and just believe whatever the hell they tell you. Oh, my God. What a rogue government worker came out and released information on the government. We should go after him and not go after the actual truth. Come on, get real. That is big deal. This is big deal, guys. CBS News is just as bad. Oh, they don't even want to go into what the real story is. They just want to say that the FBI is investigating. Why won't James Comey come out and actually admit to what he did wrong during this election, what he's been doing wrong? Hillary Clinton belongs behind bars. I'm sorry. End of story. Oh, this is sad, people. This is very sad. This will happen to you, especially my friends on the left out there that think this won't happen to me. Oh, no, it'll never happen to me when I release the information. No, it will happen to you. It will happen to you. No, we should be celebrating whistleblowers, not putting them in prison. Thank you, Jessica. Jessica says, sad that America is so blind to the real news. Yeah, and that's basically why I'm going solo tonight is, the mainstream media today would rather have you focused on Aaron Hernandez hanging himself and the fact that Tom Brady decided to skip the White House visit. Does anybody really give a rat? You know what? For real. That's the big stream news. No, there's real news today. We can talk about Bill O'Reilly. Bill O'Reilly was just let go of Fox today amidst the accusations of sexual harassment. And who knows? Maybe the dude did it. I'm not here to defend the guy. I never really liked the guy to begin with. The dude's been around for multiple decades here at Fox News. He's not in touch with the real times. And there's rumors right now coming out that Tucker Carlson will be taking over his spot at Fox News. And good for Tucker Carlson. I've been following him for a few years now. And he doesn't play around. He's a funny, goofy guy. So am I. But Tucker Carlson deserves that spot. And does that mean I like Fox News? No, it doesn't. But Bill O'Reilly, I don't like him either. And it turns out that the no spin zone has spun out and is going nowhere. Bill O'Reilly, I really don't have an opinion on the guy. I don't care. I don't get my news from Bill O'Reilly. We can move on with that. I know my lefty friends out there are going to want to hear something like, oh, he's such a sexist, misogynist, old white male. Maybe he is. Doesn't affect my life, and it doesn't affect what's locally happening to you here. Good for Fox News for getting rid of him. I could care less, honestly. What I do want to get into is some real stuff. MSNBC. This is really great. MSNBC today. So they have this counter-terrorist expert, one of their normal contributors. His name is Malcolm Nance. Okay, so he comes out and posts a Twitter post. I believe this is yesterday. Yes, this is yesterday at 4:15 p.m. yesterday. This is my nominee for first ISIS suicide bombing of a Trump property. So this is the anti-terrorist expert that MSNBC refers to very often. Malcolm Nance? Cool guy, right? No. He's actually advocating for ISIS and Islamic radical groups to bomb a Trump tower in Istanbul, Turkey. I'll post the picture of his tweet later. I can share if you haven't seen it yet, you gotta see this. This is crazy. The dude's actually advocating for a terrorist attack on a Trump building in Istanbul, Turkey. Probably very well could happen. I want you guys to hear him. This is him on MSNBC yesterday morning. Hold on, let me work on those volumes. Sorry. This is hilarious. This is what we're seeing today in today's leftist. Today's left is what would you call it? Allying themselves with radical Islamic terrorism. They won't say the words. They won't admit it. But here you go. MSNBC yesterday.
He said terrorists would prefer a Clinton presidency. Let's watch. What? We're going to protect our country from terrorism. Okay, folks? We are going to be so smart and so vigilant. And we're going to get it so that people turn in people when they know there's something going on. We have a president that doesn't want to mention what really happened.
I just said it.
Radical Islamic terrorism.
It exists, people. It exists.
The only thing they understand is strength and toughness. And we're weak. We're weak. And Hillary is weak as you get.
That's why he won.
Hillary is a weak person. She's a weak person.
She should be behind
they
bars.
They will not understand Hillary. They want her to get in so badly. They have dreams at night. And their dreams are that Hillary
Is he wrong?
becomes president of our country. Believe me. Malcolm Nance, what do you make of that?
There he is.
That's laughable, okay? We've already seen ISIS use Donald Trump in their propaganda.
Okay, so here we go. This is typical MSNBC leftist bullshit. He's going to go ahead and say that Donald Trump is a recruitment tool for ISIS. Yeah. Give me a break.
And directly. I mean, I will go so far as to say Donald Trump is the ISIS candidate. He inflames the passions of
They're still saying this
in the West to perform Islamophobia, to draw recruits to them, to make them say, this is what America is. They're willing to compromise all of their values in an effort to come and kill us. Believe me, what they don't want is they don't want a realpolitik, coordinated global assault on their caliphate. They want someone to go off into space and inflame the other 1.6 billion Muslims so that they...
Okay, so you're hearing this from the exact same guy that tweeted out yesterday. I repeat, let me just say it one more time. This is my nominee for first ISIS suicide bombing of a Trump property. And then he gives a picture in his link description to the Trump Tower in Istanbul, Turkey. So this guy is coming out, total leftist turd, just saying that Donald Trump is a recruitment tool for ISIS. But he's the one actually calling for ISIS to attack. Let's continue.
They can come off the fence and join ISIS and other groups.
I agree with you, and I think that's smart.
Yeah. It's insane, people. This is what you get from your leftist mainstream media, and unfortunately, most people don't tune in enough to actually realize what's really going on. You need more volume? Do I need to replay that again, Kyler? Let me know, because I will replay that. What I just did play was Malcolm. What was his name? Malcolm. This guy. He's a MSNBC counter-terrorist expert. Counter-terrorist expert. Yes, and he's calling for terrorism. You'll only get that on MSNBC and CNN. That's the only place. Wow, dear Lord. Oh God, that's just great. There was other news. Russian bombers and fighters have been caught flying very close proximity to the Alaskan airspace the past couple days. You've been kind of hearing about it, and the leftist media, MSNBC, CNN, your typical leftist turds are making the biggest deal out of it. No, guess what, guys? Even Fox News did touch into this. No, it's a scheduled, regular, normal flyby. It ain't nothing big. It's the same thing that happened last week when people got all upset about a Russian frigate going into the Mediterranean Sea right after where Donald Trump launched his Tomahawk missiles at Syria. That was nothing to worry about. That was a pre-scheduled thing again, too. Just calm down. Don't let the World War III flames get to you, because the people out there baiting their war drums, we don't need to listen to this, guys. Let's pay attention to what's really happening. It's normal. Nothing going on. Just calm down. Please calm down. I better go into some more happy things, right? One of our friends, my podcast buddies, Nathan Cox. I don't know if you guys caught my interview about a couple weeks ago on my podcast. Nathan Cox was a Iraq and Afghanistan war veteran who's a big Ron Paul supporter. He's the one that, if you haven't seen it yet, go to YouTube, watch the video of him doing some, I think, very good activism against unconstitutional cops. And he now faces a $94,000 in the hole now for court fees for winning his lawsuit against the cops that were constitutionally harassing him. And he did the right thing. And he did end eventually winning, but now he owes the state $94,000. So tomorrow, Nathan Cox is holding a 420 special. So if you donate the $20 to his GoFundMe account, it'll be very much appreciated. And I'm going to go ahead and share his account right now for the GoFundMe. We would really appreciate it if you did it. I'm going to go ahead and share that. It's www.gofundme.com/Constitutional Liberties Matter. I'm putting this in the comments right now. Please, guys, tomorrow obviously is 420. A lot of people I know are going to be smoking up, getting high. Yeah, but let's just remember that we need to support constitutional following cops, good cops that are actually out there doing the right thing. And we need to call out the cops that are doing the wrong thing. I think everybody can agree with this. Doesn't matter if you're a Republican or conservative, libertarian or Democrat, super gender, Martian, queer. No, we support the people actually out there doing their constitutional duties and serving and protecting as cops. Nathan Cox had to go through a very unfortunate battle. He did win out for liberty, and we congratulate him here at the Major Libertarians, and we want to help him out. So please, I just spread the GoFundMe account. Give him $20, guys. Please help a brother out. The dude's fighting for you and me. That being said, I've been told that we should talk about the Cleveland shooter. I don't know what to think about this. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. This guy in Cleveland broke up. His girlfriend broke up with him, so he's really upset. The dude decides that he's going to go on a shooting rampage and start killing random innocent civilians. He did, and he proceeded to do it on a live Facebook Live video. Like I'm talking to you right now, the dude decided that it was his best interest to go out and shoot a random citizen with his gun on a Facebook live stream. It's disgusting. It's absolutely abhorrent, and it's ugh. So many people are like, please don't watch the video. Please don't watch the video. It's a disrespect to the victim and all. No, you know, I watch everything because there is a real world out there. I'm sorry. I don't need a safe space. I need all the information I can take in. So yes, I saw the video, and it's the most disgusting piece of trash you will ever see. The guy loses his girlfriend, so he thinks it's the best idea for him to go around Cleveland shooting random citizens. I mean, good God, it's the most gross thing ever. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and see it. If you don't like it, there's a trigger warning. Sorry, there's a real world out there, guys, and that's why I do what I do. Something about this whole story, it's just weird. I don't want to go conspiracy theory on you, but the federal government and police forces can use our iPhones and track where the hell you are, everything you're doing at any given moment. But yet, they couldn't find this guy. Guess who caught the guy? McDonald's. So, you know what? Good for the McDonald's out there. I don't have the details on which McDonald's it was, but the Cleveland live Facebook shooter pulled into McDonald's looking for his McNuggets and fries, and thank God for the McDonald's employees. They realized who it was. They knew they haven't found him yet, and they held his fries. So he had to sit there in line. They called the cops, and the cops got him. He eventually killed himself, too. Sayonara, goodbye. You saved us taxpayers a lot of money. You're a piece of shit. And end of story. I don't have much to say about it. What I will say is that I don't care how gruesome it is. There's a real world out there, and people need to realize it. If you just want to be hidden and just stay in your safe space for the rest of your life, you're never going to actually intellectually get anywhere. And that's the problem with the PC culture that we have today, especially on our college campuses. You think you're getting intelligence by... Oh, God. It's sick. There's a real world out there. There's differing viewpoints, people. Wait till the real world actually hits you in the face. Thank God this Cleveland shooter is over. Goodbye. Sayonara. Ugh, I'm done with it. I'm so done. I'm so done with Aaron Hernandez and Tom Brady. Really, the biggest news is that Tom Brady didn't want to go to the White House? Oh, God. And Aaron Hernandez killed himself. Cool. Whatever. I feel bad for his family. He was involved in some shady shit that I do not condone. And he's a murderer. That being said, you guys do what you want to do with him. The thing with this Cleveland shooter, though, is now, here it is. I knew this was coming. Media is now calling for Facebook and Zuckerberg to start censoring live videos like this and to stop it. Okay, cool. How are you going to do that? What's going on right now is very sad and it's very sick. Facebook, Google, YouTube, if you have any kind of differing opinion than the hive mind think, like the globalists, whatever, the leftists, whatever, if you do not toe the party line with the Democratic Party and liberals today, then your voice is now being censored. Facebook and YouTube and Google are all using, they're getting rid of you. They're taking away your rights to use ads on their website. They're using algorithms to not let your videos, like mine, what you're watching right now, being taken away. You're being silenced. You're being censored. So if you do not toe the party line for liberal Democrats globally, you don't belong and you don't get a voice. Freedom of speech only applies to liberals now. I will be fighting this. and so will many others. And Facebook is gonna die if this keeps up. And a lot of my friends, conservatives, libertarians, whatever, they're scared. They're totally terrified that we're not gonna have a voice. Guess what, guys? I think you should have a little more faith. We got a voice. If we didn't have a voice, Trump would not have won that election, and Marie Le Pen wouldn't be winning the election in France right now. And I do believe Marie Le Pen is going to win. Even though France just decided that it's okay for 500,000 people, French citizens outside of France, to vote twice, this is a real thing. EU doesn't want them to leave. The European Union, the leaders were never voted in. It's a bureaucracy. It needs to go away. It's not about your freedom. It's about control over you. And notice how the European Union is talking to Italy and France and the UK right now. If you want to leave, that's fine, but we're going to create a European Union army and stand in your cities to stop you from doing it. That's called tyranny, people. And a lot of my friends in the Libertarian Party now, they're saying stuff like, globalism is better than nationalism. Okay, that I get where nationalism is bad, but that's silly. Do you really want to stand for a one-world powerful government where there's no different voices or opinions, where everything is the same? Is that really what my libertarian friends want? Because this kind of makes me sad. Do I want to stand out there and be a nationalist? No. But do you really want one government control for everybody? Because that's what you're asking for, is one controlled, centralized, world powerful government run by the centralized banks. So it breaks my heart when I see my libertarian friends out there saying that globalism is better than nationalism. I thought we were supposed to be for small, localized, minimalized government. I guess that's something we're going to have to talk about in the future here. Breaks my heart. Globalism is not here to help you. It's one voice, one control, and your body doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the all-knowing state. That's why I have a problem with this libertarian stance right now, and I have to let it be known that I do not toe the party line of the Libertarian Party either. I am an individual. My home is the Libertarian Party, yes. My podcast does not work for or support the Libertarian Party. It supports ourselves in our individual minds. That being said, let's carry on. My podcast, Majorly Libertarians, does have some pretty sweet stuff coming up. I am currently working on getting interviews with Lily Tang. She was the Libertarian Party nominee for the Colorado Senate. She's the sweetest oldest Chinese lady you will ever meet. God bless her. I love her. When I first met her, it was great. She comes up to my little booth, our booth at the Libertarian Party convention here in Colorado, and she's, "Oh, I love these. Can I take a picture with you?" Yes, please. So, do you know what I'm doing next? I said, "No, what are you doing next?" I'm going on tour to continue fighting the commies. God bless her. So she actually escaped communist China to come here to the United States to be a libertarian senator and to fight the commie bastards here. And God bless that woman. We're working on getting her on a show here soon. I have also reached out to Kyle Chapman. In case you don't know who Kyle Chapman is, a lot of libertarian circles, conservative circles will refer to him as Based Stickman. He's the guy that started fighting back against Antifa and the violent regressive left that has been pepper spraying women, beating up Trump supporters, and being violent. They're the ones that are supposedly out there fighting fascism and fighting violence and all, but they're the ones using it. I do intend on trying to get Kyle Chapman on. I think that'll be quite the interview. We are fans of him here at my podcast. And also, I'm going to be getting Cecil Entz on, who was a former libertarian presidential candidate. Him and I disagree a lot on the open borders situation and Islam or whatever, but I think what he does represent is that the cool thing about libertarians is that none of us always agree, but we always agree to disagree, and we keep open dialogue. And that's something very important that conservatives and liberals don't seem to have the handle on. You're never going to agree on every single thing, and in fact, you will actually agree with more than you disagree on, and that's what we should be doing, opening up dialogue about that. I want to bring Cecil Entz on. He's a hilarious character. He's the only presidential character that I know, presidential nominee ever that smoked my entire pack of cigarettes because he couldn't go get his own. Dude's cool. Whatever. That being said, let's carry on. Please help support Nathan Cox, please, guys. Dude fought for your rights. He fought overseas, and now he's here fighting domestically against anti-constitutional cops, and I'm a big fan. I don't think he did anything wrong. Watch the video yourselves. He knew how to play it. Give them $20, guys. Tomorrow's 420, so I know everybody's gonna go out and get high tomorrow, but just think about your constitutional liberties, especially my friends on the left that they hate cops. Cops are the worst thing ever. You know what? How about you give money to someone that was actually helping fight for you, your constitutional rights as a citizen of this country? Nathan Cox, he is the founder of the Virginia copblock.org chapter. Check him out. I will be posting. I already posted the link for his GoFundMe. He's $94,000 in the hole, guys, for court fees because he won his lawsuit against the cops. That I think it was $1.25 million. I think $1.25 million. I think was what the cops were suing for, and they lost. But Nathan now still has to pay $94,000. Go help a brother out, a real freedom fighter, guys. I myself support good cops that are actually out there protecting and serving. I support the cops that follow the Constitution and do their job the right way. I'm not some anti-cop Black Lives Matter guy, and I'm not going to be out here being some Blue Lives Matter, just letting all the cop atrocities go off either. No, when there's oppression, you got to use your voice. You got to use it. And I'm not talking leftist crap. All right? Which reminds me, that girl, people are calling her Antifa girl. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now. So, what's her name? Was it like Venus something? I better not do it. I better not say her name. So the girl yesterday that got punched in the face by a Trump supporter, by the coward Trump supporter, the lefty media will have you say. Yeah, so this girl was choking Trump supporters out. She was putting M80s in glass bottles and throwing them and lighting them and breaking them over people's faces. And then she starts choking out a Trump supporter by the neck, and then the dude comes up and punches her in the face. Now all of a sudden, it's the other dude's fault. She posted on Facebook before she comes out to the event at Berkeley saying, I'm on my way to Berkeley University right now. I'm on my way to get 100 Nazi scalps. Excuse my, you know what. This whole thing, she got what she deserved. I'm sorry. You want to play with the big dogs, you start beating people up, hitting dudes in the face, choking them, breaking bottles over their face, someone's going to say something. This wasn't a coward Trump supporter that punched her in the face. She was asking for it. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter what sex you are. And it's funny because the left are going to call me a bigot right now. They're going to call me a misogynist, racist bigot. I thought that gender was only a social construct. Woo! You want to choke dudes out and break bottles over their faces? You might be surprised what comes next. I'm sorry, end of story. This girl is, God, she needs to go. She actually came on the media yesterday trying to play the victim. You're throwing bottles with M80s and breaking people's faces. You deserve everything you got. Conservatives, libertarians, Americans have had enough, and I really don't want to see this get any worse. I don't want to call for violence. I don't. But if you keep poking the people in the chest, just be surprised what you get. The leftist marches out there right now, they don't like guns. They think they're going to have some kind of crazy revolution. We're going to overthrow the government and the Republicans and the conservatives. But we don't like guns, and we want the government to do it for us. Yeah, they'll do it for you, all right. They'll throw you up in jail, too. That's huge, though. My main thing, though, like I was talking about at the beginning of this video, CBS, really? Now there's a manhunt for the leaker to WikiLeaks. It's sad. It's a sad day in America knowing that we don't care about the actual information. We care about who leaks the information. And we should hang them. Really? Really? No. We should support whistleblowers. Any sides of the aisle. Thank you. Cleveland shooter, sayonara. Aaron Hernandez, sayonara. I don't really want to go out and wish the dude any more harm on his family or anything. Big stuff is coming up for Major League Libertarians. Check it out, guys. If you have not been to our website yet, it is www.majorleaguelibertarians.com. I got some big names that might be coming into doing some blog posts for us soon. We also have a very attractive libertarian, liberty-loving woman, Heather Harris. She's also a model. We'll be doing. She's a nutrition expert. She'll be doing blogs for us, and we'll carry on from there. Also, check out my new shirt. Yeah, you like that? Yeah. I'm pretty happy about this. If you like it, like I said before, I don't toe party lines for the Libertarian Party, but you can get this shirt at lp.org. Go to their store, Libertarian Party website, obviously. It's been a slow week, and the mainstream media right now is trying to fill in anything they can to keep you occupied listening to their programming and their bullshit. Aaron Hernandez and Tom Brady do not affect your daily life. What really does affect your daily life, though, is the NSA spying on you, and that is still continuing on today. That is something I'm very passionate about, and as I'm sure many of you that watch me know this, I'm going to see this through and put an end to it. Hopefully. Alright, if anybody has anything else to say, seriously, guys, if you want to have yourself on my show, just send me in a video question, and we will play you live over our next episode. And just let me know. Just send in a question. Send in a video question. We'll play you live. That being said, keep fighting for freedom, guys. Mainstream media does not care about you, and the two-party system does not care about you. Keep thinking for yourselves, because Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg don't give a rat's ass about you either. Good night. Love you all. They have like the celebratorial visit to the White House. They get to meet with the president, and they get to have their photo ops. Well, the biggest news today out of the mainstream media is that Aaron Hernandez killed himself today in prison, which is a sad thing if anybody kills himself, really. Obviously, the dude's a scumbag. It's a terrible story, and I don't want to go too far into that. But the biggest news out of the mainstream media today, including CNN, MSNBC, Fox, your favorites, right? Your favorites. Tom Brady didn't go to the White House meeting today because, he's got family issues going on, and the mainstream media wanted to make a big deal out of that. Oh my God, who freaking cares? Anywho, your sheep, you will eat that up. You will love that. Illegal doings, and Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama's illegal doings. Continuing on today. So what we find out today is that this is hold on just a second. Sorry, this is CBS News today. CIA, FBI launched manhunt for leaker who gave top secret documents to WikiLeaks. So those of you that know me, those of you that follow me know that I'm a very big, passionate, I'm very against the NSA and the spying powers that George Bush enacted here in the United States of America. It goes against your Fourth Amendment. If you don't know what your Fourth Amendment is, look it up. You'll get your liberals and your rhinos and your hypocrites, whatever you want to call them. They'll say, oh, if you have nothing to hide, then there's nothing to worry about, right? Then you have the people like me that have been saying that your computer has been spying on you for the past 20 years. Your phone knows it. They know everything about you, and it's coming out. It's already out. We know this, right? CBS News today. I'll repeat. CIA, FBI launched manhunt for leaker who gave top secret documents to WikiLeaks. Sources familiar with the investigation say it is looking for an insider, either a CIA employee or contractor, who had physical access to the material. The agency has not said publicly when the material was taken or how it was stolen. See, so what we're seeing here is the mainstream media playing into the whole, basically the same thing with the Russian conspiracy theory. You're too stupid to think for yourselves. So the United States federal... Hey, what's up, Liberty lovers? It's Liberty Lou from the Majorly Libertarians. I'm doing a solo tonight. The media would have you thinking it's a slow week right now, so the biggest news in today's mainstream media is obviously Aaron Hernandez, former tight end of the New England Patriots. He was a murderer. He's been in prison for now. Dude's pretty much a scumbag, regardless of what you think about him. But today's media wants you to focus more upon Aaron Hernandez and Tom Brady skipping the White House visit for the New England Patriots to the White House today. So every time a United States sports team wins their championship, I don't really want to go into that. My condolences to the Hernandez family, because obviously no one wins in this matter. Dude was involved in some terrible gang activity, and I do not condone that. And dude's a sleazebag as far as I'm concerned. Rest in peace, brother. Yeah, mainstream media wants to talk about the Patriots and Trump. God, let's talk about some real news. That's what I want to talk about tonight. Main topics for me tonight. CBS News today releases that there is now a manhunt for the leaker from the CIA and the NSA to WikiLeaks. So if anybody following, listening, watching me right now remembers, during the election, WikiLeaks played a very big role in this election, releasing the information on the Democratic Party and their